Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know one thing that I like? That chick, bruh. I went in with the good morning. She came back with the good morning with the sun. Then I came back with the good morning with the sun. Then she came back with the good morning with the sun and a cup of coffee. So this morning I said, I'm going to see if I can one-up her. I said, I'm going to see if I can one-up her. So I came back with the good morning, the sun, and the cup of coffee. She came back with the good morning, sun, right behind it. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, and coffee. Oh, man. She making me hungry this morning, y'all. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing today? I see a little competitive spirit in the room. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm like, man, I like this. Okay. You see, it's the subtleties in life. And the crazy thing is, I'm not the biggest detail person. I am totally big picture, big vision. But details just really ain't my strong suit. But I do speak emoji. I speak emoji very well. And I recognize them. Emojis are becoming another language. And I speak it very fluently. So shout out to that chick, first in the building. I love it. What's good, D-Rob, Toronto Riggers, Monique? How y'all doing this morning? For everybody else that I don't recognize, welcome to Morning Motivation, where we build community, expand our thoughts, and get our day started on the right foot. I'm your host, Jamon, and I'm so excited to have you pop in. And while you're coming in, go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're enjoying the content. And we will begin the show now. Man, yesterday we ended up, I think we talked about, we talked about that little story that we tell ourselves, the thing in our head, that little voice on the inside of us. That's our constant companion. Is always telling us, what to do, how to feel, what to think, how to move, where to go. And sometimes that voice isn't always helpful. Sometimes that voice protects us. Sometimes that voice gets in our way. And I know we all can relate to that. We said as much yesterday. And so yesterday we did a look at a live coaching call from the Social Proof podcast by David Shands. And David Shands has a group that he does pretty much every morning. And I found this group, actually, I heard him talking about his group. See, my sister-in-law was on his show some time back. And that's how I ended up hearing about David Shands. And she was going on his podcast and talking about investing and things of that nature. And it was a good show, which kind of led me down the rabbit hole of his content. And it was very relatable if you're in the entrepreneurial space, and it, I got a lot of value from the show. But then I noticed he had a group called Morning Motivation. And I noticed it at the same time because I was looking for like weekly groups when I was starting this show. Who does it weekly? What format do they use? Doing research. And I'm going down the rabbit hole, and I'm discovering that one, it takes a lot of energy to do a morning show. So I was like, man, maybe I should do 1 day a week, maybe 2 days a week. And when I came across this show, it inspired me to do more. It inspired me to do more. See, that's my competitive nature coming out. I know I have the gift. I know I have the talent. Now, this is a stark view compared to how I used to be. I would have slow rolled it. I'm gonna just do one a week and see how that goes. And if that builds up steam, then I'll increase over time. And that was the voice in my head. Dismissive, avoidant, feeling unwanted, unloved, not really seeking validation, but I need to know that this thing is a real thing before I go both feet in. But after seeing his channel, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna throw my normal thoughts to the wind, and I'm gonna go ahead and step out there. And I'm gonna go for about 6 months. Real thoughts now. I'm gonna do this show for about 6 months, and I'm gonna do it 5 days a week, and we'll see how it goes on the other side. And that was my journey. Oh, Blaskin is back in the building. That was my journey in starting this show and how we got to where we are. And he just recently came out with a coaching program that he does live just for the general public called Hot Seat. And this is where he takes some people. Sometimes there are people he are friends with, other entrepreneurs, but sometimes it's his actual coaching people that's in his morning group. And yesterday we looked at a young lady she worked in security full time, but she went to school or studied for her real estate certification. She took it, she passed it, and she was currently trying to go from having a full-time job to being a full-time realtor. And yesterday we got a good look at what the process was like. You saw her mindset, you saw where she was, you saw her struggles. And he said one thing that I did not play yesterday. But he summed up toward the end, he summed up her situation by saying, you know what, I think you're projecting. I think you are projecting. You're projecting your status off on somebody else. Because the question he asked her was, if I make $3,000 a month, can I afford a house? And she gave all the reasons, debt to income, credit. She gave all the excuses why this person potentially could not afford the house. And he was having a little bit of a disconnect because his mind thought it works a little different. And once he reflected it back to her, once he held up that mirror to her, he said, you know what? I think you're projecting. I think you are projecting your situation off on somebody else, onto your clients. And she said, yeah, I think I am. I think I am projecting my thoughts onto somebody else, because she was making a little over 3,000, maybe after taxes, she was only making $3,000 a month. And she know that she can't afford a house. So if she can't afford a house, I know they can't afford it either, because we make the same money. Projection. Are you guys familiar with projection, the word projection? Have you seen it in action? Have you seen people project their feelings on you? Have you projected your feelings off on somebody else? Put a one in the chat if you understand the terminology projection. The word projection. It's a word that I don't use much. I know what it is. In the media space that I work in, projection could be a projection screen TV, or using a machine called a projector to throw an image onto a wall or to a whiteboard or whatever you're throwing it off to. But the principle is pretty much the same. I'm taking an image from my computer, from this TV, from wherever it is, and I am throwing it over here. I am putting it into another space. So I want to kind of give you the book definition of projection. The process of displacing one's feelings onto a different person, animal, or object. It is taking your feelings, your inner thoughts, self-consciousness, whatever it is, and throwing it off onto someone else. And one of the first thoughts that I had was, well, what's the difference between gaslighting somebody and projection? Because they sound kind of similar. And we talked about gaslighting a couple of months ago. But gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse in which one person manipulates another into doubting their reality, perception, and memories. Gaslighting is an intentional thing, which is why they call it emotional abuse. The word narcissist gets thrown around a lot when you start talking about gaslighting, because it's an emotional manipulation. An emotional manipulation. And I was trying to think of examples, and a couple came to mind, but I want to ask y'all this question. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody? Could be your significant other, could be a parent, a family, another family member, a coworker, and you go into the conversation basically really clear-minded, not thinking anything, but 30 seconds in, you start getting confused, like, what are they talking about? And they're just throwing off stuff. They're saying stuff that's like, I asked you for a pencil. I asked you for a pencil. How did we get here? What up, boo? My God, the dead has arisen. Man, I tell you, in the Glover household, man, we burn the candle at both ends. Both ends. I don't know if y'all can see my eyes with these glasses on, but these eyes is tired. They mighty tired, boss. We working over here. We got a lot of things happening, a lot of projects, and we're basically from sun up to sundown, actually past sundown, morning to morning. Technically, no, but if you see some similarities, I promise not to use no examples of that situation. I'm gonna go not a different route, but you know, we don't throw rocks at family too much, especially if family ain't healed. Speaking of boo, you know, ladies, I'm sure you can relate to it. D-Rob, you might have had this similar experience. You guys are gonna go on a date. You're going somewhere special, and it involves you getting dressed. I like to hear one of your examples, boo. Come on now, give us an example. I'm gonna go and finish this point, but go ahead and give us an example. I like to hear that. You guys are getting dressed, but of course, you know, guys, it don't take us long. We pretty much know we got like 3 things in the closet that we can wear, so it ain't that hard to figure out what we're gonna put on. So we get dressed and we go downstairs or go to another room. And then we're sitting on the couch watching TV or looking at our phone. Looking at our phone. And then y'all come in the room. Hey, you think this outfit cute? That's really not the question. Did this make me look fat? And we're sitting there like, nah, baby, it looks good. Really? Yeah. What about this one? And so they go get another one to come back. And it's like, yeah, that looks good too. Because we don't know what the right answer is. Because we know you're feeling something, but we're not sure if it's a weight thing, if it's a color thing, if it's a fit of the dress. We don't know what the challenge is, ladies. We have no clue what it is, and we do not want to say the wrong word. Because we want to have a good night. And potentially, you know what I'm saying, have a little nightcap too. But we can't start it out on this foot. So a lot of guys have adopted, oh, babe, that looks amazing. Oh, yep, I love it. But then that's still sometimes not enough, because we'll see you guys go back and look in the mirror for another 10 minutes. Babe, look. Babe, no, I'm not talking about you, boo. I'm just saying in general. Past experiences. Babe, you look amazing in everything that you put on. Don't matter. You look amazing regardless what the outfit is. Mwah. Always looking like a snack girl. Always. I'm talking about past situations. Past situations. But that is a projection. Because when guys, when we ain't got that fresh cut, D-Rob, we ain't, you know what I'm saying, the face ain't done, the hairline looking a little jagged. See, Blaskin, you see, you about to start something right now. I'm gonna read your comment, but give me a second. You about to start something. You about to start all our war up in this piece. Actually, I'm going to read it right now. The right answer is to tell us the truth about what you want to see us in when we are going out. Okay, never mind. I read it right. I read it right. Okay. In theory, that works well. Yes, that is the ideal thing. The problem comes in, however, is when you've been wanting to wear this outfit, you have had in your mind that, oh yeah, when this thing come, I'm wearing this. Because you know y'all do that. Guys, we figured it out the day before, maybe the week before. But y'all, if y'all know an event's coming up, y'all know what shoes, you know what accessories. You go shopping weeks ahead of time, you get the outfit, and then you put the outfit on and it don't fit the way you thought it was. Or maybe you had you went in the week before and you put on 2 pounds, and then you feeling a little like you got to suck in a little too much, and you got to put them Fula ninjas on. I think y'all call them Spanx. I call them Fula ninjas. So that's when that becomes problematic. When your expectation was to wear something else. And so now, how do we talk against it? And if we try to convince you to wear it, you're not going to be comfortable. Because you're going to feel the way you felt when you first put it on while you walking around this event. And you're going to think other people are seeing you the way you seeing you. Monique said, I always got backup plans. Black Sky Facts. Oh, man. Okay, I hear you. So, but that's what we call the projection. And it's not just that. Ladies, has your man ever come home and looked at you all sideways, and every time you pick up your phone, they trying to get over in there? Who you talking to? You messing with somebody? With that convicting voice. And it's like, what? I'm talking to my sister. What is wrong with you? I mean, I'm just saying. Every time you sit your phone down, you sit it down on the face. So, and nobody don't know who calling you. Nobody know what's going on. Oh. Can we say projection? Hold on, let me get back over here. Can we say projection? Toronto Rican said, that's why you have multiple options of outfits just in case the mood changes. See, that's the thing. Y'all got all these outfits. And you might woke up this morning and you might have laid the outfit out, but by the time you get home from work, your mood has changed. And we don't know that. So let's roll with it. Danger Will Robinson. Oh man. We still on these dresses, y'all. But we tried to match your vibe energy so the both of us can have an amazing, awesome time. Okay. Y'all seeing all this, right? Y'all seeing it. All the thoughts that go through women's minds. These are a lot of thoughts, ladies. These are a lot of thoughts y'all having. Hey babe, this is as I'm gonna speak as guys. We got this event coming up. We got this thing happening. Hey babe, it's black tie affair. All right, so I'm gonna wear the black tux, or I'm gonna wear the black tux with the blue trim because I only have the black tux with the blue trim. And our only decision is, should we do the bow tie or the regular tie, or maybe do we want to add some accessories? So should I wear a cufflink or should I just let it rock with the regular button? That's pretty much it. And then we're good. What I want to smell like. That's pretty much good. And so there's trepidation whenever we say, so babe, wait, what kind of dress you wearing? Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna wear this one. And when we hear that, it's like, okay, good. Whew, we gonna leave the house on time. Yes, they are definitely full circle thoughts. Which is why when we get dressed, we tend to leave the room to let you have the space to kind of do all of that venting and processing and whatever you need to do. And ladies, what we would like to see is when you bend that corner, and you got a smile on your face, your shoes is on, your makeup's done, your jewelry's on, that is the signal that says, yes, yes. All our tension drops. All the anxiety goes away. You wearing that again? Yep. Oh man, I was talking to somebody a couple days ago, and it was like, "How do you keep from wearing the same? I don't want to wear the same shirt or the same clothing." I'm like, bruh. Whatever I put on is what I'm gonna put on. Some days it might be a hoodie, sometimes it might be a t-shirt, sometimes it might be a button-up shirt. Sometimes it could be a shirt that y'all done seen 26 times. Yep, I'm wearing the same thing over again. I literally have 5 pair of jeans. And I've had these same 5 pair of jeans probably for 2 years-ish. Clothing just really isn't my thing. Now, if you're into fashion, that's a whole different story. I'm really not into fashion like that. So I wear functional stuff. I wear a lot of the same things. I don't really have all those thoughts. But anyway, we done went way down it. This is a rabbit hole. We done fell in this hole and we lost right now. Don't you want to rent a tux? I not really. I mean, but baby, if you think I need to rent a tux, okay, let's rotate them. Let's you got me rotating. Let's rent a tux. D-Rob said it's definitely easy for me to get dressed. Monique said, I've asked my husband that several times. Bobby said, we going shopping. Yeah, she's finally got to the point. She was like, come on, baby, we going shopping. Or she just goes shopping for me. You better rotate them shirts. I do. Mostly. I rotate them mostly. D-Rob says, as long as my jeans iron crispy and my polo or Tommy iron too, I'm throwing on my cowboy boots or all white forces. I keep forgetting you from Texas. But that's facts though. It's not really that much of a conversation for us. Toronto says, my boo listens for the bathroom door to open, then greets me when I open the bathroom door and says, babe, you look amazing. Man, you look amazing. Then follows me around until we both are heading out the door. Oh, man. Okay, so he's speaking out. So, ladies, you see one of our pain points. We don't recognize it we do recognize it as a projection, but maybe not in those terms. But we do know it's a confidence thing. You want to make sure you're putting the best foot forward. You want to make sure that you are setting a standard with your appearance rather than just showing up any kind of way. We get it. We totally get it. And when you're comfortable and when you feel good, we do as well. I'm just saying it's not really that serious for us most of the time. Now, there are occasions when we are a little bit more, apprehensive about it. So, wow, we went down a rabbit hole for real. I knew I shouldn't talk about clothing in here right now. But projection. A lot of times, my second example was talking about the projection is when you ever had the person to ask you if you're cheating. You cheating on me? You might have flirted. You kikiing and ha-haing on that phone over there. And it's a normal day, regular day. You talking to whoever you always talk to. They know who you're talking to. But for some reason, all of a sudden there's allegations of cheating. Allegations of cheating all of a sudden. Anybody ever had that happen to them? Has that ever been a thing for y'all? While y'all think about it, go ahead and hit the like button for me. We having some good conversation. Go ahead and show me you like it. Hit that like button if you hadn't already. But it's what it is. It's projection. It's projection. I've been accused of, and my wife will tell you, man, I'm so nonchalant about stuff that you really have to work to get on my nerves. Blazica says, say what? That's yo said, nope. Monique raised her hand, absolutely. D-Rob, absolutely. Blaskin, most definitely. Now, I'm not trying to start none or cause any confusion. But there's only two reasons, that I can think of in this moment. There's only two reasons that most people will accuse three reasons. Their partner of cheating. Generally, their pattern changed, their habits changed, their routine changed. Something changed in how they do something. You go to work smelling like bacon every morning, but all of a sudden now you want to splash on a little more cologne. You dress down for the last 3 years. Now all of a sudden you wearing pumps and a little extra lipstick to the office. That's new. That's different. So there's a pattern change. Second thing, you're actually cheating. But the third thing, seriously though, is the other person that is accusing is flirting a little bit more. They got a work husband now. There's a work wife now. There's somebody that they're trying to gain their attention. And then guilt sets in when you're home and now you see her pick up her phone and Then when she put her phone down, she don't just sit it down. She turn it over and sit it down, so you can't see who texting, who calling. D-Rod said, out here smelling like ground beef. Now you wearing Gucci. Yeah, I mean, that might be a little indication that something is happening. You trying to get promotion at work, or you trying to get some extracurricular activities in the break room? What's really going on in here? Oh, that chick yo said, why did I get married? 2 popped in my head. 2. That's the one with Janet Jackson? No, that's the one they go to the... I don't remember. It's been so long since I seen that movie. It been a minute. I think it was only 2 of them. He leaves old girl, then he shows up at the... Oh yeah, he shows up at the mountain resort with the other chick, and the sheriff is there with Jill Scott. Yeah, okay, I think that's one though. But yeah, that's also another form of projection. And so I just want to be clear with it. Projection is it's a self-defense mechanism. And most times it's an unconscious thing. Sometimes it's dealing with some insecurity that you may have about what's going on in your life, what you're wearing. And when it's unconscious, we don't recognize it for what it is. Now, the person we're talking to may recognize it, but because there's a manipulation, there's a little bit more empathy for it. But when somebody is gaslighting you or manipulating you, that's a totally different thing. And we're not talking about that today specifically. We're talking more about the unconscious version of it, which is what the young lady was doing yesterday in the coaching session. She was projecting her position, her financial position, off onto her clients. Monique says, it's called self-care for me. Like I am finally able to wear perfume. Not really. It's just I finally get to wear my perfume to work smelling like like baby milk. Yeah, baby milk don't smell good to me, Mo. So I'm just like, nope. Blaskin says, because I just found out who I really am and became confident in who I am. So I began to pull myself out of other people's shadows and say, hey, let's do me. I love it. I love it. And see, I'm not talking about no newfound discovery. I'm talking about it's regular degular. You comfortable, you have a good life, you know who you are. And then he shows up, the new hire. He's, what they say, tall, dark, and handsome. Looks like a dark-skinned Denzel Washington or Idris Elba. And all the ladies in the office are like, girl, he is fine. And subconsciously, you go to work looking a little bit, snackier. D-Rob, tell me about it, bruh. You go to work looking a little snackier. And it ain't because no newfound nothing. It's because the atmosphere in the office done changed. And subconsciously, you change with it. Oh, man. Y'all wow. And for us, even us, D-Rob, we get to the office. We got to sit in on some interviews. And you have 4 candidates come in. 2 male, 2 female. 1 female, oh, she's cute as a button. Cute as a button. Dudes, they all right. They qualified. But they ain't got that extra it factor. They don't have that extra it factor. But the 4th candidate, that 4th candidate, Oh, D-Rob, she yo look, that's your type. That's your type. So when you sit down, when she sit down, you tend to sit up a little more straight. You make a little bit more eye contact. And you hoping. You asking her, you throwing her softball questions. And then she get hired. Oh my goodness, D-Rob got a tie on going to the office. He done went and got that new Tom Ford or that new Chanel. And this girl's just like, where you going? I'm going to work. Okay. Why are you going to work like that? I'm just changing my look up, boo. Just changing my look up a little bit, trying to reinvent myself. I've seen this so many times. Now, me on the other hand, as an inside joke in my house that because I work in production, I'm always behind the scenes. I'm climbing under stages sometimes. I'm climbing up ladders. Walk in like Nia Long. Girl, you hide. No more questions. That's it. That's it. And it's a subconscious thing. It's not a conscious thing. I'm not saying we out here trying to do these things. It's just environment makes us step games up. But subconsciously, we're putting our best foot forward. And our partners notice. People around us notice. That's why you that's why you roll up on them at the office. Toronto says, my ex-husband would lie when I would call him out for cheating. But there was a time that new management came in to manage the company. They started giving me attention. My ex-husband would ride around. Yeah. Because we all sense it. We all feel it when something changes. Now, women, you guys are a little bit more in tune than us guys. So you feel it a little bit faster. You notice it a little quicker because you guys pick up on patterns way faster. We just out here just living. Most times not feeling anything, not thinking anything. The parking lot. So continue your thought. Right around the parking lot and check on me, but pulled up. Whoa. Wow, he was serious. He pulled out some toast on that man. Oh man. D-Rob said pull up to the office is crazy. That's why he the ex. Dishing it out but couldn't take it. Come on, ladies, y'all know. Guys, we ain't really that emotionally connected sometimes. And we don't see what's going on out there. Until it happens, then we just like, wait, what's happening? But anyway, all of that is projection. Anytime somebody is throwing false accusations around, or y'all ever seen this, the point where somebody's talking about, and I'm guilty of this, because I'll walk into a space and I'll see a guy that's like 6'6", and he has no athletic ability, really. He doesn't do anything. I mean, he's good for, getting stuff off the top shelf. And I would say stuff like this. Boy, if I had your height, I would have destroyed the world. Put my heart and my ability in that body, what couldn't I have done? And I say it jokingly, but it's a projection. And I didn't realize I was doing that until maybe 8 months. It was early last year that I realized, I said, yo, I'm projecting what I wanted for me onto somebody else. That you'll say, oh yeah, I'm bringing you some lunch at the office. And we're going to eat on the hood of the car in the parking lot. We're going to talk and we're going to hug and we're going to cuddle up. If I had your, I would. Well, if I was you, and it also goes in along with the lines of, put a 1 in the chat if you fell in love with somebody's potential. Let me see that. If you fell in love with somebody's potential, put a 1 in the chat. Because you meet people, you don't really know who they are for sure, for real just yet, because you had to spend enough time with them. But you see the potential. You see what could be. There are possibilities. You see their skills. You see how they treat you the first couple of times. You say, man, if this is what it looks like, oh my God. I'm glad that came out right, because I tried it one day and it was like, oh my God. If this is what I think it is, I found the one. I found the one. But then we get too far down the rabbit hole. And the thing is, they don't really change. They don't really change. They're being who they've always been. We saw their potential in our mind. Ooh, they did this, they did that. And so we're throwing our expectations and hopes and dreams on them because they're capable of it. And then we hold them to that standard throughout the relationship, always feeling disappointed, always feeling let down, always feeling unappreciated. Well, you used to do this, why you don't do it anymore? Oh, man. Went from near lawn to Medea. Yeah. I mean, now, everybody want to put their best foot forward, especially when they first meet somebody, because they want to see what this is. And they want to make sure that we all want to make sure we have the other person's attention. So we dress according to what we think they want, what we think they're looking for, what culture says is the hot thing right now. That's where we are. That's what we do. That Chigil says, I saw it, but they didn't, and it was draining. It's like, ninja, I'm out now trying to hit my DMs. You can't. So then you find out they're pessimistic. Oh yeah. It's a lot of that happening, because you have to understand most people have trauma, and most people have certain insecurities that they're trying to hide and cover, because nobody's really attracted to the gloomy, pessimistic, insecure person. Even people with those traits aren't attracted to. This is the thing. You know how you see yourself, right? And so the ultimate projection is when you look at somebody and project your feelings onto them. So when they say something as simple as, "Oh man, you finished the project." Oh, well, you thought I wasn't capable? You thought I wasn't good enough? You think you better than me? You think you smarter than me? I just complimented this, and you walk away confused, right? That's what it is, because they feel a way about something internal to them. There may be a guilt, there may be some shame, there may be something, and so they throw it off and they think everybody thinks the way they think. Everybody sees the way they see themselves. And so they accuse, they gaslight. That is the ultimate projection. I remember I met this young lady one time, and from the outside looking in, man, this chick she was it. She was everything. And I soon found out that she was none of that. And I spent the next months trying to recapture those first 2 days, those first 3 days. Because she showed me something that I wanted. And then I projected my emotional need onto her. But had I been paying attention, when I asked her about her family, when we talked about previous relationships, it was all in there. She did none of those things. She had just recently read a book. Now I'm making this part up. She had recently just read a book about how to keep your man happy. In the first chapter, it says do 1, 2, and 3. She never read anymore. So she knew 1, 2, and 3. What up, D-Rock? False advertisement. Oh, man. What's good, bro? Y'all ever heard this? All men are the same. All men are dogs. All women want is your money. Y'all heard those things thrown out there? You hear that a lot in the red pill community. People are projecting their experiences onto everybody else. And so now the next person got to suffer because this person never dealt with some things. They're projecting the last relationship onto them. D-Rob says, is a person less of a man because they finances not in order? I feel like I am, or is it that inner voice bringing negativity? Oh, it's most definitely the inner voice. It's most definitely the inner voice. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. 95% of the population feels like they're 5 to 10 years behind where they should be. Matter of fact, if you agree with that, except for D-Rob, put a 1 in the chat. Do you feel like you are 5 to 10 years behind where you should be? I think the stat was, it was 90-something%. So put a 1 in the chat if that's you. Put a 2 if you are right on time with where you thought you would be. Put a 2. If you feel like you're 5 to 10 years behind, put a 1. If you feel like you're right on time or in the right place, put a 2. Just curious on what it's going to look like in this room. Blasting says, nope, because the person is only referring to the only people that they have came in contact with. Exactly. All right, so 1, 1, 1, 1. Monique said, just had this conversation yesterday. Yeah. You see, D-Rob, bro, finances are only but one piece of the puzzle. And in all honesty, as a man that's not in the league or a famous entertainer or a established YouTuber now, you're just now getting into careers and direction you actually want to go into. You won't start making the kind of money that you actually want to start making until probably between 35 to 45, that range. And most guys don't start making decent money, or at least money that they're proud of, until they cross 40. Just to be completely honest with you. So no, you're not behind. You're actually right where you're supposed to be. You're the normal person. Now, if you were a pro athlete, that's a different story. If you were an entertainer, totally different story. If you started YouTube when you were 17 and now you're making $50,000 a month, different story. If you are a regular person that graduated school, maybe even went to college or did not go to college, but they're just a working class person, you got to realize that you have a job. And jobs will pay you enough, just enough to keep you from quitting, but not enough for you to really realize all your dreams in general, especially at that 29, 30-year-old age. Just a regular 9 to 5. Uh, let's see. Bobby Yed dropped a 2. I like it. D. Rob also says a woman will want a brother who can lead and provide. Isn't that where the finances come in? Um, no, provision is multifaceted, man. It's not just provision of finances. It's provision of security, stability. What Toronto Regan says about her friend. He waits for her to come out the bathroom. He meets her at the door. Babe, you look amazing. That's providing security in this moment. That's providing stability in this moment. Being a stand-up dude, doing what you said you were gonna do. Women, ladies, correct me if I'm wrong, but most women have always told me two things that they wanted: security and stability. Provisions are also good. But I know a lot of women that would not mind being in a 50-50 relationship they would, I wouldn't say 50-50 relationship. Most women that I know I've had a conversation with says, I don't mind working and supporting being a financial thing with my dude, as long as I know he's my dude. As long as I know as long as he loves me, he's not trying to hurt me. He out here making me look stupid in these streets. I have no problem working with the dude. So it's not even the finances. It's being a secure dude, confident in who you are, and having some kind of vision, some kind of foresight for where you want to take your family. Because as a man, I told you, at 40, the provisions are going to start coming more. Men, we don't have a lot of value in our 20s and our 30s as far as the world is concerned. The world don't care how cute we are. We're not getting promotions on our jobs. We're not getting jobs simply because we're cute. Y'all remember the first example I gave about being in the interview? D-Rob said she walking looking like Nia Long, hired. We ain't checked her resume. We don't know her credentials. We just know she cute. And we call it pretty privilege. We call it pretty privilege. But as a guy, we don't have that same access early on. It's not until we get older. It's not until we get more established in our careers that our quote unquote market value go up. The money gonna come. Just be the best dude you can be. Be a man of your word and have a plan and work your plan. That's really what it come down to, my guy. Blaskin says, Teron Riggins 100%. That Yale says, true, I can help you if I feel those two things. Blaskin says, because we're here to build together. I think I said that already. Monique said, I want 100. Give me your best self and I'll give you my best self. Teamwork. And that's really, gone are the days, because the culture has shifted away. The society, the cost of living, it doesn't allow for just regular people, average people like me and you, to provide 100% everything and our wives not have to do anything. But also, I don't know many women worth their salt that wants to sit around and do nothing. Now trust me, there's some folk out there that don't want to do a doggone thing. But women worth their salt, they don't want to sit around and do nothing. They want to be a part of what's happening. They want to help build. They want to help plan. And honestly, I think those traditional times, it was a necessity for things to be that way. But culture has shifted. and we're in a different space. We are, it takes two in most cases. Now, your top 10% of men can do that because they have abundant wealth. But most people can't. Most people can't. And I specifically said men because I'm yet to meet a woman who wants to take care of a man. Please, y'all know one. Let's give her the Woman of the Year award because I've yet to meet one. I don't know any. I know women that want to work with their men, but I don't know any that want to take care of their man and he just kind of chill. I've yet to meet one. So certain things will never go away. I don't think. However, that old cultural thing I think is done with. Cost of living is too high for most people, and unless you truly have a hustler spirit and don't mind working 80, 90 hours a week, it's probably not going to happen. Unless that's your dream, unless that's your goal. Most people are just trying to figure life out day to day. They're not dreaming about, making $10 million this year. I'm just trying to get to six figures. I ain't got 10 million. Man, I'm struggling at 80,000. How the hell am I gonna make 10 million? You see, it's all about what you can conceive of. And most people, they were never taught to conceive of, work until you're 60, retire, and have a house, have some nice cars and raise some kids. That's the general cultural norm. Even that's changing. But anyway, we didn't really get anywhere on this projection tip today. We got sidetracked by the conversation, which is a good conversation. I always enjoy when we have good chat interaction. I always enjoy that. And especially when there's a question and we can actually kick in on a question because we're about personal development. And never feel bad for asking a question or not being able to get through a certain topic because there's a need to address something, because that's what we're here for. We build in community and we're expanding our thoughts. And so I really appreciate everybody's input in what's happening. D-Rob said, I get the large popcorn and the large drink thinking I'm doing something. Go get some candy too, baby. Hey man, I'm not gonna open that can of worms, bruh. We not doing that. We not doing that because I'm outnumbered in my house. It's 4 women in this house. I'm the only dude. I'm gonna mess around and have a black eye before I get back to the bedroom. No, sir. We not gonna do that one. I know my limitations. Boom. See? Pow. That chick, yo, got it. Store run. Dropping this in my purse real quick. Instead of paying $10 for a Snicker bar, we can get 3 for $5. Oh, man. But yeah, bro. Good people recognize. Good people recognize good people. Monique says, you are doing something. You are doing something. Do you know how much the movie theater food is? Yeah. Yeah. But then there are some people out there, they just trying to get what they can get. A lot of ladies out there just trying to stress dudes out to see how much they can get off of them. One, because they don't really respect the guy. And they know they're not here for a long time. They're here for a short time. And they're going to juice them for as much as they can get. And then they can go brag to their friends, girl, I made him buy this and this and that. Y'all remember when, what's her name, Quinta? When she had this skit back in the day on Vine? You got money. Dude took her to the movies. He was like, yo, so let me get 2 tickets for this show. All right, now let me get a large popcorn. Babe, what you want to drink? I get a drink too? Large popcorn. Oh, he got money. Y'all remember that? D-Rob about to have me slide this cake in the microwave and knock all the icing off of that joker. he got money. Yeah, but you know, she was just like, look, I was happy. We could have shared a drink. Could have did some waterfalls in that joker. But he give me my own drink and he getting candy. Oh, he got money. Some people out there, they just want what they can get from you, and it goes both ways. Some people just want what they can get from you. He got money. Yeah, Monique remember. Toronto remember. Okay. Yeah, he got money. I'm gonna go back and find some of them old skits because B ain't never seen. She don't remember them. Yes, ma'am. 100th episode tomorrow. It is, in fact, 100 episodes tomorrow. Today is 99. I'm running, trying to make 100, cause 99 and a half won't do. Y'all remember that song? I'm just running, trying to make 100, cause 99 and a half won't do. Hey. Sean give me a walk in the park. And bag it. I'm lost on that one, Blaskin. I'm good. Give me the time. Make it a slush. Okay, make it a slushy. Because 99 just won't do right. Mix the red and blue with the slushy. Oh man. Good show. But as I said earlier, we are burning the candle at both ends in the Glover household. And I got 2 cities to be in today. And still got a little one around here to run around too. So, about to go ahead and get about here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time and your consideration today. I'm at 5 likes. If you hadn't hit the like button, go ahead and do that as we go out the door. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and do it out the door. And we'll pick up another day. Maybe a little bit tomorrow. We might continue the conversation a little bit tomorrow. But tomorrow should be a lot of fun, hopefully. I'm still structuring it because I've just been so busy. But working on it. Things are looking good so far. Yeah, that your girl says the simple things. The simple things in life are always the best things, at least for me. I don't need nothing super extravagant. I don't need you to be superwoman. I just need you to be a good woman. It's really all I need. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but guys, ladies will take a man and make a little less money. A good woman will take a man and make a little less money if he's a good dude and he work hard. Ladies, you ain't gotta be a dime every time you walk out the house, every time you wake up. A man will take a strong 5 if you're a good woman and you love and you respect and you easy to get along with. Nobody wants a consummate headache. We want peace. We want to have something. We want to build something. We want our lives to count and be remarkable. And that's why I love personal development, man. Because if you don't work on yourself, it's hard to truly find that peace, find that happiness, regardless of how much money you end up making, regardless of the properties that you acquire, regardless of the degrees that you get. If you don't work on yourself, if you don't do the necessary things, the deep work, you're always going to be insecure. And projection is a very real thing. You'll be seeing things that's not there. You're going to be thinking for other people. You're going to be trying to read somebody's mind because you're thinking it and you think they got to be thinking it. But great show today. We'll come back tomorrow. And tomorrow's episode 100, I still cannot believe 100 episodes in such a short amount of time. It's been a good ride. I'm grateful and I appreciate you all for being here with us and supporting us. And on that note, as Health Talk would say, man, y'all have an amazing day, no matter what. Be blessed. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.